When you donate plasma at BioLife Plasma Services, you're giving people living with a rare disease the chance to do the everyday things that make the holidays so special. Plasma gives Adam a chance to really turn some heads with his ugly sweater this year. And plasma gives Kyle the opportunity to throw the family's New Year's Eve board game so his little cousin Vince can finally win.
I won? I won!
Give a holiday by donating plasma. New donors can earn up to $700 in the first month. BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma.
Hello, my dark darlings. I'm Markia, and this is the Something Scary podcast. To our veteran listeners and those voyaging into the dark with us for the first time, welcome. Technology is a fickle mistress. I'm not exactly the most tech-savvy person, as I'm sure you realized in our last live chat in December. I'm more of a person that loves to build with her hands as opposed to working with software. Although I do love my game consoles, my phone, and my laptop. Programs on them, maybe not so much. I might get that from my family, in fact. But you see, technology is our constant companion. For some, it is a salve for superstitions and fears of the dark. But this big brother with infinite knowledge has you fooled. Ghosts and the machine are real. And while you can choose to not enter a haunted house, the entities in these stories have already been invited into your home. They're within the very devices meant to entertain you. First, some virtual reality frights are more real than we would like them to be. Next, Polybius, a video game of urban legend, is given new life, much to the woe of its players. After that, nighttime video binging will lead us to eerie prophecies. And finally, pushing shuffle play will have dire consequences. I receive hundreds of creepy story submissions every single week. As always, the first story you hear is one that we've chosen to animate and post over at youtube.com/snarled. Then I read a few more stories for the podcast. If you have a tale you're dying to share, send me an email at somethingscary@snarled.com. And if you'd like to support the show and receive bonus content, consider joining our Patreon. Our patrons play a huge role in keeping the show running every single week. For more information on how you can help the show and also be a part of it, visit patreon.com/snarled. So, want to hear something scary? Haunted VR. January is a time to make resolutions. Many of us work on goals like health, travel, and breaking bad habits. In some cases, people work on facing their fears. In this tale inspired by Olivia, embracing technology is tricky for a sheltered young woman. Is she right to distrust the eyes and modern hardware that echoes her deepest fears? The car crash replays in my head all the time. The onboard computer fritzing out, the screech of brakes locking, the terror in my parents' voices. Mom and Dad were gone forever, and I was the only survivor. They said it was a freak accident, but my grandparents didn't accept that. They never trusted technology again. They seemed to believe something insidious was lurking behind those screens, plotting, calculating, just waiting to sink its claws into me, like it did my parents. My grandparents raised me to be afraid of computers, cell phones, all smart electronics. We only had landlines, old TVs. It was as if I was raised in the 70s. But I was a 21st century kid. I needed a phone to fit in with my friends and text my crush without my grandparents listening in. I begged for one until they finally agreed. But my adjustment to life with a phone wasn't going smoothly. I felt less weird around my friends, but guilt from my upbringing would find ways to seep in. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, I would hear whispers coming from my phone. Did I leave music playing? And when I'd pick it up, sounds exploded out of it. Nails scratching wood, branches snapping, a girl falling off a cliff. Her scream sounded kind of like mine. My mind was playing tricks on me, and my friends thought I was crazy. They said my imagination would be the death of me. But Kate